Probably my biggest concern is just what might be coming in regulation from the government on emissions or nitrogen, things like that. Just restrictions on allowing me to be a good farmer the way I want to be.
Probably the biggest problem I see in our county is labor. I cannot find enough labor to help on our farm. Nobody wants to come out and work on the farm. They want to come out and drive tractors, but nobody wants to come out and scoop a grain bin or mow the roadsides or work in the shop. They all like to drive tractors, and you don't do that all the time on the farm. So labor is my biggest concern at home.
My biggest concern is environmental fears that the public may have that aren't necessarily based on sound science, that are then forced on me as a farmer, that will make me less profitable.
Biggest concern is the unknown, I guess. We come over here and we see the pressure that the farmers are under to meet sustainability standards. We're encountering the same thing back in the States. We're trying to handle that on a volunteer basis right now to address some of the issues. Nutrient loss is a big issue that we're attacking with a nutrient loss reduction strategy, where we're trying to apply things right time, right place, right amount, right product.
So this is the first time I've been to Holland, the Netherlands. Very impressed with the agriculture here. Probably the new land that's been put into production in the last 30 or 40 years. It was created out of lowlands, and just being able to bring new land or extra land to feed the population here. Not something we see much of in the Midwest. Most of that land was homesteaded in the 1860s.
Oh, okay. And by feeding, we put...
It was interesting to see the 2-meter strips or whatever of different commodities and how they rotate or plan their rotation and try to put one commodity beside the other that benefits the other commodity. And whether it works or not, I don't know, but if it did, I could see where you could scale that up on a bigger scale and implement that on your farm if if you had a market to go with all those products. That's
very difficult to get
The diversity of the farmers in the Netherlands just blows my mind. How they can plant potatoes, carrots, onions, barley, rye, wheat. We do 2 things and try to do them well. I don't see how they can do all the different things and do them as well as they do. I'm impressed with the farms that we've been to. It's just neat to look at the equipment. Their equipment is specialized in small meters, where ours is large and 80 foot wide.
Possibly that. Dutch farmers, to me, seem very resilient because I know they are under environmental pressure as well, and so how they've been able to adapt and overcome and deal with public pressure on things is one thing I've found impressive. The next thing I found very impressive was the Wageningen University and research. I was blown away seeing what Wageningen University and research had at their disposal. The facilities, the lab space, greenhouse space, how good a research can get performed at an institution like that.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that we are growing 2 commodities right now. We're growing soybeans and corn, and we're trying to produce them at as high a level as we can. And we're trying to introduce cover crops on some of our farms in our rotation. Maybe we should look at diversifying just a little bit more. You know, adding wheat into our rotations in Central Illinois, I think, is definite possibility, and maybe there's even another crop we could add in there, and maybe we spread our risk out a little more, and in the end, maybe our soil health improves and we become more productive. That's what we want to do.